Action. I met Bonné at a writing retreat. We were both speakers there. This was only last year. I cannot believe that.
No.
So she's actually a director, and she was one of the people who has nudged me in the direction of possibly directing all these things that I'm writing right now. And I
Yes.
just found her to be an amazing spirit. She's very fun, she's outspoken, and she is just a hell of a woman. And I'm very, very, very glad to have you here today. It's so cool that you wrote a book. How cool is that?
Well, honestly, you and the ladies from the And I Thought ladies, like you guys really inspired me. I'll tell you, I did not see myself turning 100 pages into like 300 pages, as a screenwriter. In general, I hit that like 100-page goal and yay, I'm done. This was like, okay, so I'm a third of the way through. It's totally different, but it was an amazing experience. And I mean, honestly, between the writers conference and COVID, like COVID gave me time to do this. I had two feature films that were supposed to be shooting this year that I wrote both of them. One of them was 7 years in the making, you guys. And this year we were supposed to shoot it in April. And then, of course, the world shut down, and can't complain because, it's rough and we're all going through it. But it definitely was something that was like, oh, like you work, for so long to finally get something going. And then it all just kind of like toppled down. And I started seeing a bunch of just really insane things happening in our country that, like, I don't know. Like, I lived here for 35 years. You would think that, like, I'd have an inkling that this was the crazy country we lived in. But then I started realizing it was really about communication, that, like, people are not really getting the opportunity to communicate face to face. And that really inspired me to start writing the book. And I started May 15th. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to write this book and I'm going to have it out before the election. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to write this book and I'm going to do it. And I mean, it's a monster book, so, but I was like, I'm going to do it. And so I wrote the book in 3.5 months, hired an editor, actually got taken advantage of by the first editor that I hired, like totally got scammed. But it was fine because I found someone else who came in and was amazing, like the freaking rock star of rock stars. And she came in and helped me finish my book. And it was funny because I don't know the book world. So I've really been depending on everybody else around me, which felt really strange because I've spent the last 13 years in the film industry and I know it pretty well. So, like, coming into a world where, I thought it was supposed to be the same. Like, I was like, oh, it's probably going to be exactly the same. It is not. It is not the same at all. So it was definitely a really, like, I'm honestly an amazing experience. I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful that I actually got to have the time to write a book and that, like, the inspiration happened. It was pretty exciting. So yeah, it was pretty exciting. But I did reach out to an agent, actually, because I didn't again know how, the whole thing works. And she read it and she was interested in bringing me to a major publisher with it. But the problem with that is that's a 6-month ride at least to get it to a publisher. And I'm talking, I'd already had it edited. Like, I hired some photographers to, like, shoot my cover, and then my boyfriend's an amazing graphic artist, so he came in and, like, just rocked it out. I mean, I'm serious. Like, I had so many people come out of the woodworks to help me make this happen, you included.